Right now, days after a student in Reedsburg is hit and killed while waiting for the school bus, there's a new bill proposing severe penalties for those who don't stop for buses.
Also, prosecutors and public defenders getting a raise after a recent vote by the legislature's budget writing committee, how much more they'll be making.
And later, a Florida man is taking his love for pickleball across the United States, the record he's attempting to break as he visits Wisconsin. Welcome to News 3 Now at 6. In the days after a student was killed while waiting to board a school bus outside of Reedsburg, community members are calling it a heartbreaking accident.
And now a state bill is circulating that would increase penalties for people failing to stop for school buses. Our Catherine Merck joins us here in studio to show us what this bill could change. Catherine.
Eric and Charlotte, Wisconsin law requires drivers to stop when approaching a school bus stopped on the road when red lights are flashing. Violating that can result in a $30 to $300 fine. The new legislation would increase that to $1,000 plus court costs. The Department of Transportation says these violations are not new. And in the wake of this student's death, it's important to remember the risks that come by driving by a bus.
Children are the most vulnerable when they're getting on and off the school bus.
It's something the Department of Transportation has seen before, drivers not following the rules when going near a school bus.
We issue approximately between 800 and 1,000 citations a year for this.
After a student died while she was getting on a school bus near Reedsburg, school bus safety is top of mind for many. The state legislature has a bill circulating that would increase penalties for failing to stop for a school bus that is stopped and flashing its red lights. For the past couple of days, we've seen an overwhelming amount of support to the family of Evelyn Gurney, the student who died in that crash in Reedsburg. I reached out to her mother, who shared the following statement about the proposed legislation with me, saying in part, "We just want to make sure kids can get to school without fear. What happened was a tragic accident, and no laws could have changed that." Through this potential legislation, these lawmakers want to ensure drivers keep students safe, something the Department of Transportation says can be reduced by paying attention on the road.
Get rid of all distracted driving. I think our accident rate will go down tremendously. Our crash rate will go down tremendously.
According to the lawmakers behind the bill, the penalty for these violations has not increased since the State Budget Act 27 in 1983.
Catherine, thank you. Meanwhile, the GoFundMe page for the victim's family in the Reedsburg crash has now raised $83,000. If you'd like to donate, we have a link to the GoFundMe page at channel3000.com.
A mobile home is destroyed after a fire broke out at a campground outside of Portage. Crews were called to the Pride of America campground just after 2:30 this morning for a report of a camper that was engulfed in flames. Firefighters were able to put out the fire, but the home is considered a total loss. 2 other homes had minor damage. No injuries were reported, and it is unclear what caused the fire. Meanwhile, fire officials are issuing warnings about high fire risks, especially for northern Wisconsin. Right now in our area, it's only a moderate risk. DNR fire prevention specialists say the southern portion of the state greens up faster. That's why there's less danger. If you're in the moderate risk area here in southern Wisconsin, the DNR recommends mowing your lawn in the morning or late in the day to avoid peak burn hours.
Nice and warm out there today. Let's check the first warn forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, that will change. We'll see cooler weather move in over the next couple of hours as what we call a backdoor cold front or a pneumonia front comes in off of Lake Michigan. Notice the band of haze dropping southward across Wisconsin. That's wildfire smoke from southern Canada that's been drawn into the Midwest and is basically accompanying that front as it drops southward. We've been looking for any showers to pop up. So far, we haven't seen any, but 6-hour future track radar can't rule out at least an isolated shower in a spot or two. Otherwise, temperatures over the last 12 hours warmed up pretty quickly with the sunshine and even with the haze today. Temperatures in the mid-70s by around noon, but notice those temperatures to the north and east. Milwaukee around 80 degrees, and watch how they drop as the colder air moves inland. Madison still at 77 right now, but temperatures are in the 60s across Dodge and Jefferson County, then the 50s closer to Lake Michigan. Here in Dane County, temperatures still close to 80 in some spots, 78 degrees in Cross Plains, also 78 degrees in Middleton. Look for haze this evening, an outside chance for a shower early this evening. Otherwise, temperatures dropping off to about 58 by late evening. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that's cooler for tomorrow, warming up for Thursday, and then some rain chances by Thursday night.
All right, Gary, thank you. A Grafton middle school teacher is being charged with making terrorist threats to students and exposing a child to harmful material, descriptions, or narrations. Police say Dave Schroeder was accused of telling a class that he owned 17 guns and said he would send his daughter to their homes with a baseball bat. This after discovering a student's drawings of swastikas. Ozaukee County Circuit Court Judge Paul Malloy says with the constant threat of mass shootings in American schools, this case is very different than it might have been in years past.
The time when somebody can blow off steam and have a meltdown, I think that bird has flown a long time ago. And so it has to be taken seriously.
Schroeder's bail set at $10,000 on the condition that he surrender any and all firearms and dangerous weapons. He also cannot have contact with any Grafton Public School staff or students except his own 2 children.
A 40-year-old man is dead after getting stuck in machinery at a paper mill. The incident happened Sunday in Portage County. First responders were called to the mill in Whiting. It's about 65 miles west of Green Bay. Despite life-saving measures, the man, who was an employee at the mill, died as a result of his injuries. The company says it is cooperating with authorities as they try to figure out what caused the incident.
Now to an update on that deadly crash in Milwaukee that killed 5 people, including a 1-year-old girl. A 20-year-old woman has now been arrested and is facing potential homicide charges. Police say just before midnight Sunday, the woman was driving a speeding car that ran a red light, hitting another vehicle. Investigators say the speeding car was going 80 miles per hour at the time of the crash. Milwaukee police are calling on the community to step up and help curb reckless driving all across the city.
The community needs to help us in regards to this particular ongoing effort. So we're seeing these things unfortunately happen on the south side, north side, east side, west side.
The driver of the second car was also arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence. And this week, the Wisconsin State Patrol will be monitoring traffic from the skies above south central Wisconsin. Aerial enforcement planned for I-3990 in Rock County. That was actually today, and also Dane County. That'll be Friday. Officials say that aerial view will make it easier to spot drivers who are speeding and driving aggressively. When those high above spot a violator, they'll radio a trooper down on the ground.
A historic investment in the state's criminal justice system. That's what advocates are calling today's vote in the legislature's budget writing committee. The committee approved much-needed pay raises for prosecutors and public defenders. The top line number is an $8.76 per hour pay increase for the starting salary of prosecutors and public defenders. That brings them up to $36 an hour, and tied to that is a better pay progression system for those attorneys, allowing them to get better raises, which advocates say helps retain workers. The vote was approved across both sides of the aisle, a rare move during these budget debates.
Our criminal justice system cannot be a political issue. It really has to be bipartisan, and it has to be outside of that, again, politics. And I think we saw that today. I think we've seen that in the way that the legislative branch has been working really closely with us.
In addition to the increased public defender pay, the legislature's budget committee also approved higher rates for outside attorneys who step in to take PD cases. The U.S. government is considering its own free tax filing system. It looked at whether the IRS could create a service to prepare and submit taxes directly to the government at no cost. The system would be funded by the $80 billion the agency received from the Inflation Reduction Act, but it is facing backlash from business groups who fear this would diminish companies like H&R Block and TurboTax. Republicans also argue the plan would give even more power to the IRS against ordinary taxpayers. There's more to come on News 3 Now at 6, including why thousands of Jeep Cherokees are now being recalled.
Plus, a new report says a Wisconsin city is the best place to live in the entire United States. We'll reveal the answer when News 3 Now returns.
Hy-Vee's daily deals for Wednesday are Cottonelle bath tissue or Viva paper towels, just $6.99. 6-pack 7-Up products, just $2.48. And Nature Sweet cherub tomatoes, 2 for only $5. Wednesday only at Hy-Vee.
Did you leave the lights on?
No.
What the?
I'll go check it out.
I'm not a raccoon whisperer, but I can help you upgrade all this.
With free installation on Feldco windows, siding, doors, and roofing, plus no money down and no interest for 1 year. There's never been a better time to upgrade your home.
This offer ends soon. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Transform your yard into something you can be proud of. From initial design to complete finished installation, Maple Leaf will design a yard that'll be the envy of the neighborhood. Maple Leaf Landscaping, your year-round property care specialists. Just look for the orange leaf.
Time to claim independence from winter and get outside for the first festival of the season, Sit-in to My in Stoughton. It's a weekend full of festival favorites like cream puffs, corn on the cob, and cotton candy. It's the first festival of the season, Sit-in to My in Stoughton.
You and running have been together for a while now. Fact is, so has Morgan's Good Form Running. We're here to help runners achieve their goals and push their limits in every sport or adventure they pursue. That kind of performance demands real innovations in technology, shape, and fit.
And we're experts in all of it, so no matter why you run, your best race starts here.
Morgan's Good Form Running, Hilldale.
Hy-Vee's daily deals for Wednesday are Cottonelle bath tissue or Viva paper towels, just $6.99. 6-pack 7-Up products, just $2.48. And Nature Sweet Cherub tomatoes, 2 for only $5. Wednesday only at Hy-Vee.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. The U.S. News & World Report has put out its annual list of best places to live around the country, and according to them, Green Bay is #1. The rankings to the list were determined by affordability, quality of life, desirability, and job market. The publication says Green Bay's affordable housing, low crime rates, and high air quality make the city a great place to live. Madison just missed out on the top 10, coming in at 11. Milwaukee came in at 65. Meanwhile, USA Today has released its Reader's Choice for best gas stations in the U.S., and for the 4th time in a row, Quick Trip came out on top. So what qualities did Quick Trip need to have to earn the #1 slot? Well, according to USA Today, they looked at bathroom cleanliness, coffee freshness, snack options, and of course, the fuel.
Amazon unpacking a new delivery plan that could lead to faster shipping times. The company has created 8 regions and smaller geographic areas set up to ship products over shorter distances. Amazon said items that are closer to customers will show up higher in search results on its website or app. The company says it's an effort to cut costs and speed up ship times for the customer. Chrysler is recalling more than 130,000 of its 2014 through 2016 Jeep Cherokees. That's due to a fire risk. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says an electrical issue in the power liftgate module could cause a fire regardless of if the vehicle is on or off. A fix is being worked on. The agency recommends parking the vehicles outside and away from other vehicles until that problem is resolved. The vehicles were previously recalled back in 2015. However, even vehicles repaired in that or prior recalls will still need this new fix. Still ahead, get ready for more professional soccer in Madison. The new team coming to the city when you could expect their first match.
Plus, a Florida man on a journey to break a pickleball record drops by Wisconsin for a match. What he has to do to make the record his own.
Plus, a great day to be outdoors. Temperatures, though, will cool off a bit, and Gary will have the complete forecast next.
At 11% off all your automotive needs at Menards. Pennzoil Synthetic Motor Oil offers better fuel economy and protects your engine to keep you on the road. A 5-quart jug of Pennzoil Motor Oil is just $15.99 after rebate. Never let your small engine equipment run out of power with True Fuel. It's pre-mixed to save you time and delivers superior performance. Pick up a can of pre-mixed True Fuel for just $17.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
These are the faces that smile so wide at the friends and staff who are by their side, where life is lived with a feeling of pride, on every bump of life's great ride. That comes from the care that sweetens the air that lives in the house that angels built. Attic Angel Community. Independent homes and 4 levels of assisted living built with the help of angels.
At Fearing's Audio Video Security, our people, vision, and values drive superior technology solutions that result in great customer experiences. Choosing the right technology solutions can be daunting. From consultation and design to installation and support of your AV and security systems, our team communicates and guides each step. Fearing's Audio Video Security, making a difference for our customers and our world. Visit fearings.com.
I've always been a storyteller. I capture those beautiful moments, things other people miss. My health took an unexpected turn, but my care team put my needs in focus, designing solutions to support my ambitions. Now that's just a footnote in my journey, a small part of a story that's still being written. UW Health, remarkable.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
A Florida man is putting together 2 of his favorite hobbies to break a world record.
Dean Matt is a pickleball player and an avid pilot traveling across the country to the 48 contiguous United States to play 1 match in each state. Our Kyle Pazorski live in Sun Prairie with more on this journey. Kyle?
Well, Eric and Charlotte, Wyndham Hills Park for the pickleball courts was the place to be earlier today, where Dean Matt came for his one and only Wisconsin stop on his trip. Now 26 stops in, he's saying he's just taking it all in at this point.
Here's the official game in Wisconsin.
Dean Matt is traveling the country playing pickleball in 48 states.
The venue is beautiful at Wyndham Hills, and everyone's proud of their Park District courts.
It's called the 48-48-48 Challenge, putting together 2 of his favorite things, flying and pickleball.
But it was really just an excuse to come out to visit, to tell 48 stories. So I've been flying since high school, so I've seen a lot of the country, but not this compact. So I'll be getting 48 states in about 26 days.
He says the experience of traveling over the past 16 days has been rewarding, putting his typical day's worries on the back burner.
When I'm in Florida, I watch a political news station all day. I won't tell you which one. And you kind of get so excited, just, you know, and I haven't talked politics in 2 weeks. I've talked to Democrats and Republicans, I'm sure, but I couldn't tell you which one's who. When you're out here playing pickleball, it doesn't really matter.
He's doing so by traveling in a 6-seat Cessna plane. At his stop in Sun Prairie on Monday, Matt commented on why he decided to take on this challenge, saying it gives him a chance to see the country while enjoying a great sport.
There's not much to look at in Florida, unless you're on the beach.
Going on to say the people here in Wisconsin have been some of the best he's met so far.
This is a great turnout. Everybody from the local pickleball community is out here. They made Johnsonville brats for us. We were so excited. We're going to grab one on the plane on the way home.
Now, over the course of his trip so far, he tells me that he has 9 wins and 14 losses. Reporting here in Sun Prairie, Kyle Pazorski for News 3 Now.
Kyle, thank you. Temperatures are set to cool off a bit after a nice warm Tuesday. Gary has your complete forecast.
Yeah, temperatures are pretty chilly close to Lake Michigan. That colder air is moving its way inland, but today was a pretty nice day overall. Great day to take some pictures. Our umbrella contest winner for tonight comes from Ken Cerny, and this is a beautiful picture of a farm down in the valley there. Lots of pictures like this across southwestern Wisconsin. Ken will win an umbrella, a First Warn umbrella, and if you'd like to win one, send us your pictures to firstwarn@wisctv.com, or you could do it right from the weather app. Just take a picture, send it over to us, and if we choose your picture, you will win a First Warn umbrella. 3 things you need to know in our forecast. Look for temperatures to be a little cooler for tomorrow. We drop back into the upper 60s, but we'll see some more of that wildfire smoke. That's that haze that you see overhead. And as we head into Thursday, temperatures will warm back up. The winds will pick up out of the south. That might dissipate some of the smoke a bit. High temperatures will be in the upper 70s. Then we'll see some scattered showers and thunderstorms north and west of Madison late Thursday afternoon. Better chances will arrive Thursday night. A few showers will linger into Friday. And then dry weather arrives by the weekend. weekend, temperatures will be mild with highs in the lower 70s Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and warmer weather arrives by the middle part of next week with highs in the middle or lower 80s. A few places could hit the middle 80s. Doppler track right now pretty much free of precipitation across the upper Midwest. We had that story earlier about the wildfire danger starting to increase, and you can see the northern part of the state seeing temperatures now in the middle 60s, pretty chilly close to Lake Michigan. Milwaukee was at 80 earlier. They've dropped to 52. Madison's still at 77, but that colder air, it's working its way inland, and we'll see our temperatures drop to around 40 by early tomorrow morning. Otherwise, most of the Midwest pretty comfortable. Not a lot of hot weather, not a lot of cold weather. This is the kind of weather you like to see for the middle part of May. But you can see that wildfire smoke, one band of it dropping southward, even allowed some ash to fall out of the sky up in the Duluth Superior area. But that smoke is actually originating from the provinces of southwestern Canada and eventually being transported by northwesterly winds aloft into the upper part of the Midwest. The winds near the ground generally out of the northeast, especially behind that front, but the upper level winds from the northwest, that's why we're seeing the wildfire smoke. But notice much of the Midwest right now, precipitation free. There are some scattered showers and thunderstorms out in Colorado and Wyoming, but that's the nearest precipitation of any consequence other than some showers and thunderstorms in the southeastern part of the country, and those will stay away from us. But as this cold front continues to work its way southward, it's actually shifting back toward the south and west. It's enhanced by cooler weather off of the Great Lakes, so temperatures are in the 50s, even some 40s up near Lake Superior, but on the other side of this front, they're mainly in the 70s, and we'll see those temperatures cool off a little bit for tomorrow, but warm back up again as that front moves back to the north and east as we head into Thursday. Planning your night across Dane County. Look for skies to be clear, sunny by early tomorrow morning. This is around 6 a.m. Low of 42 in Mount Vernon, 42 in Pine Bluff, and 40 degrees in Marshall. A little colder to the north and east again, and you can see that on the temperatures across southern Wisconsin. 39 for the low in Watertown, but 43 in Janesville, 47 for the low in Platteville. For tomorrow, look for mostly sunny skies other than this wildfire smoke haze. It'll be a little cooler with a high temperature of 68 degrees. Rain showers and thunderstorms Thursday night into early Friday could bring about a quarter to a half inch of rain. A few places could see a little more than that and a heavier shower or thunderstorm. But once the rain moves out after Friday, we've got dry weather from the weekend all the way through most of next week. Temperatures back up to around 80 by Wednesday. Maybe some thunderstorm chances Thursday night into Friday of next week.
Professional women's soccer is coming to Madison. The USL Super League announced the new team Tuesday, along with a dozen other clubs that will be part of the new Women's Soccer League. This league will launch as a first division league with 10 to 12 teams next year, immediately situating itself as a rival to the country's premier women's soccer league, the NWSL.
Possible that we launch the team as soon as 2025. I think it's possible it gets rolled back to 2026. We have a lot of work to do in the next year, hopefully, to really understand exactly how we make all the improvements happen to the facility. And we will be working with the city as we proceed.
Madison's team will not be part of the league for the inaugural season, but will join in 2025 with teams from across the country, including Indianapolis, Phoenix, and Washington, D.C.
And coming up in sports, we're closing in on this year's AmFam Championship, while Steve Stricker says he can't wait to see the celebrity foursome hit University Ridge. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
With an exciting new Toyota, you can go out and enjoy all your favorite summer activities. Sorry.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
This is Matt Gunderson. We recently celebrated the life of Margaret, who never let a cookie jar run empty. Her service was cookie-themed, with everyone enjoying her tasty treats. Allow us to personalize every detail of a life well lived.
What's at the top of your home improvement list? Did you say better insulation? Because better insulation makes everything you do in your home better. Even just walking in the front door on a hot day. So get ready for summer now with USA Premium Foam. It keeps the hot air out, the cool air in, and your electric bills lower.
And right now during Home Improvement Month, our labor is free. You pay for the foam, and we'll put it in for free. But that ends May 31st.
USA Insulation.
Water is one of nature's most beautiful and life-sustaining resources. At no fault of their own, many Wisconsin utility customers are facing a shutoff to their water service. This leaves them without the one life-giving resource we all take for granted. And those hardest hit are on fixed incomes, juggling multiple temporary jobs, or those who lost full-time jobs in sectors hardest hit by the pandemic. If someone you care about needs a hand up, your local Wisconsin energy providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your water, heat, and power on. If you are in danger of losing your water service, call 833-H2O-WISC, 833-426-9472. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
With an exciting new Toyota, you can go out and enjoy all your favorite summer activities. Sorry.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Tomorrow, we visit a local plant expert for tips to get your garden off to a healthy start.
And send us your weather photos for a chance to win a free First Warn weather umbrella.
And we'll be watching a cold front for later in the week. Join us tomorrow between 4:30 and 7.
In a little over 3 weeks, the AmFam Championship will tee off at University Ridge, and all the big names on the Champions Tour will be there, including two-time AmFam champ Jerry Kelly and, of course, the tourney host himself, Steve Stricker. And today at Media Day, the Edgerton native took a second to look back at how the tournament came together and quickly turned into one of the best events on the Champions Tour.
We dreamt of, bringing tournament golf or something to our area. I don't think we ever imagined where we're at today and the amount of money that we've been able to give back to not only the Children's Hospital, but all these other charities in our area. It's just it's a very special feeling, and the players feel that too when they come here.
Andy North is back to host the Celebrity Foursome, and this year's squad is star-studded. The captain, Derek Jeter, returns to AmFam Championship, and joining him, two-time major winner and Ryder Cup captain Zach Johnson. And get this, Michael Phelps. Yeah, that Michael Phelps who has 28 Olympic medals to his name. The four will play a 9-hole charity starting on Saturday, June 10th.
We're doing as a whole to give back to our community, and these people, these celebrities, feel the urge to help out and bring awareness and recognition to our tournament to help raise more charitable dollars. So super excited about where we're at with these four guys, and look forward to having them out there and the fans being able to experience their golf.
And there will be a trio of former Badgers representing Team USA in this year's Volleyball Nations League. Lauren Carlini, Daniel Hart, and Dana Retke will don the red, white, and blue starting in 2 weeks. They'll play matches in Turkey, Brazil, and Korea, and then head to Texas for the finals. The U.S. has won 3 of the last 4 tournaments. I wonder if Phelps is going to bring some of those medals.
Yeah, probably.
I hope so.
Show people, maybe go into the water and show people. Sweet. Still swim. Water hazard. Gary, final check.
That's not even
Wrong sport.
That would be me in the water. Live view from the WISC-TV Skycam. There's that hazy smoke overhead. Platteville Queen Bee Radio Skycam shows it over southwestern Wisconsin. Look at the difference in temperatures. Near 50 near Lake Michigan, around 80 over southwestern Wisconsin.
Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.